Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. He's scared.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And now past another, right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Rosen. Incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And he gets this one to Midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 38 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Hunt.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rosen will throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now it's Rosen looking. It's complete to Robinson.
Keep playing hard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Miami.
On play action, Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
That's the way. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, they run with Howard. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. An even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kareem Hunt, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. They go play action now. Wilson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's Wilson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket. Got to the stick.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Right there, 54 Mike.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. On first down, it's Rosen. He finds Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Rosen. Caught. It's Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Now Rosen, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They go with Howard again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rosen to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the give, running right is Howard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Charles Harris in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The throw complete here to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. That's
going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
This is Howard on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right.
I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Carson, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. A gain of 3, second down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Josh Rosen in the offense. Down by 5. A little over a minute to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Hey, alert, alert.
Throwing now is Rosen. Caught by Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.